Hey fight fans, welcome back to the channel where we break down every angle, every matchup, and every bet to help you crush your wagers on UFC Fight Night. Today we're diving into an absolutely stacked slate of action. I've got my predictions ready, plus detailed analysis on why I'm picking each side. So grab a drink, get your notepad, let's talk about who's about to get their hand raised and who's probably hitting the canvas. If you enjoy these deep dives, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's jump right in. 1. Fatima Klein versus Melissa Martinez. Fatima Klein is a rising prospect with a solid striking arsenal and improving grappling. She fights with real composure for someone early in her UFC career, and she's shown she can push a steady pace over 3 rounds. Melissa Martinez is a talented kickboxer, but has struggled with defensive wrestling and pressure. Klein's well-rounded skill set and physicality should give her multiple paths to victory. If she keeps it standing, she can outvolume Martinez and possibly hurt her late. Prediction: Klein by KO/TKO, or clear decision. Fight 2. Mike Davis versus Mitch Ramirez. Mike Davis is one of those guys who can be a problem for anyone when he's healthy. Clean boxing, big power, and underrated wrestling defense. Mitch Ramirez is dangerous with his pressure and aggression, but is hittable, especially early. Davis' speed advantage and sharp jab will likely be the difference. If he avoids getting drawn into a brawl, he can pick Ramirez apart or find a finish. Prediction: Davis by KO/TKO, or decision. Fight 3. Walter Walker versus Kennedy Nzechukwu. Walter Walker, the brother of Johnny Walker, has steadily developed his striking and clinch game. Kennedy Nzechukwu is long and athletic, but has shown lapses in fight IQ and defense under pressure. Walker's forward movement and power shots can disrupt Kennedy's rhythm. This might be a close fight, but I expect Walker to land the bigger moments and control exchanges in the clinch. Prediction: Walker to win. Fight 4. Eduardo Moura versus Lauren Murphy. Eduardo Moura is a strong physical fighter with crisp combinations and a nasty ground and pound game. Now, Lauren Murphy is as gritty as they come, but she's nearing the end of her career and is slowed down. Moura's pressure and volume should overwhelm Murphy over 3 rounds. The durability of Murphy makes the finish less certain, but Moura's power shots can pile up damage. Prediction: Moura by KO/TKO, or a dominant decision. 5. Chidi Njokuani versus Jake Matthews. Chidi Njokuani is a long, dangerous striker who excels at maintaining distance. Jake Matthews has improved his boxing, but he still struggles against tall kickboxers who can manage range and punish entries. If Chidi keeps Matthews at kicking range and uses his teeps and straight shots, he can control the tempo and either land a big finish or outstrike him over 15 minutes. Prediction: Njokuani by KO/TKO, or decision. 6. Max Griffin versus Chris Curtis. Max Griffin is a savvy veteran with strong wrestling, solid boxing, and a proven ability to mix it up. Chris Curtis is always dangerous with counters and bodywork, but he can get outworked if you don't stand in front of him. Griffin's movement and clinch control should frustrate Curtis and earn him rounds on the scorecards. Prediction: Griffin to win. 7. Junior Tafa versus Tuco Tacos. Junior Tafa is a heavyweight banger who doesn't waste time. He throws with serious intent from the opening bell. Tuco Tacos has decent regional experience, but is hittable and can be overwhelmed by aggressive opponents. Tafa's power is the biggest factor here, and I expect him to either flatten Tacos early or break him down over a few rounds. Prediction: Tafa by KO/TKO, or decision. 8. Vitor Petrino versus Austin Lane. Petrino is a beast of an athlete with heavy hands and a powerful grappling game. Austin Lane is big and hits hard, but is very vulnerable on the ground. Petrino's takedowns and top control will be a problem if he decides to grapple, and he also has enough striking to hold his own standing. If this goes to the mat, Lane's chances drop dramatically. Prediction: Petrino by submission or decision. 9. Morgan Charreri versus Nate Lontveer. Morgan Charreri is an all-action finisher with excellent shot selection. Nate Lontveer is a dog who never quits, but absorbs a ton of damage. Over 3 rounds, Charrier's power and accuracy are likely to be too much. Whether it's a clean KO or a club ban sub-scenario, expect Morgan to find a finish. Prediction: Chiriri by KO, TKO, or submission. 10. Steve Garcia versus Calvin Kattar. Steve Garcia is a dangerous, underrated fighter who brings pressure and high-volume striking. Calvin Kattar is the more technical boxer, but after multiple wars and a serious knee injury, there are real questions about how much he has left in the tank. Garcia's pace and aggression could overwhelm him if Calvin can't stay composed. Prediction: Garcia by decision or late finish. 11. Gabriel Bonfim versus Stephen Thompson. Gabriel Bonfim is a submission specialist with a slick ground game. Stephen Thompson is a legend and the superior striker, but he's struggled against grapplers who can close distance and chain takedowns. Bonfim's youth, strength, and ground control give him the edge if he can get inside. Look for him to drag Wonderboy to the mat and hunt the neck. Prediction: Bonfim by submission or dominant control over 3 rounds. 12. Taliesin Texiera versus Derek Lewis. Taliesin Texiera is a powerful puncher who moves forward with zero fear. Derek Lewis has always lived with the one-hitter quitter, but he's been slowing down and taking more damage lately. Texiera's pressure, youth, and cardio could be the difference here. He can back Lewis up and unload combinations. This could end quickly. Prediction: Texiera by KO, TKO. And that's the full breakdown for this absolutely stacked lineup of fights. Drop a comment with your lock of the night or which underdog you think is going to pull off an upset. If you're building parlays, remember to pick your spots carefully. There's a lot of value if you know where to look. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe for more sharp picks every fight week, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the fights.